Good morning everyone and welcome to our presentation. First of all, let us thank you all for taking time to watch our presentation video. Let me introduce myself. My name is Waravuth Thongmadit and I'm here with my team members. They are Kasidit Gurisi, Than Kun Phuksapitak, Anupan Sapmi and Vimonpan Orachon. We are first year students from King Mongkut Industry of Technology Laikabang or KMITL in Bangkok. We are here today to present appropriate condition of preparation of a healthy beverage from Homnil rice. The reasons which we have chosen this topic to present is we see that rice is an important plant in industry of food and drink, so it is important for Thailand farmers and economy of Thailand. We are divided our presentation into four main parts as follows. Firstly, we'll deal with part 1, theoretical background. Secondly, we will move on to part 2, methodology. Thirdly, we'll show you part 3, findings. Finally, we'll consider part 4, implication. Let's now begin with the first part.
I am going to give you some background information about healthy drinks from Homnil Life. As we all know, healthy foods and drinks are becoming more popular. This can be seen from the presence of many health products we sell in the market. Have research that studies about the production of drinks from various types of patty. Homnil Life is high in fish rice which contains proteins up to 12.5%, 16% of amylose full quantity, and antioxidant high of about 293 micromoles per gram. Homnil Life consists of anthocyanin, which consists of cyanidin, prionidin, and proanthocyanidin, which consists of procyanidin. Anthocyanin has properties to help reduce inflammation of tissues, reduce fat costs in blood vessels at the heart and brain, improve diabetes, and nourish your eyes. Cyanidin is more effective in antioxidation than vitamin E multiple times, and also inhibits the growth of epidermal growth factor receptor in cancer cells. Proanthocyanidin can catch on particles of radioactive activity. These help cells in the body work normally, preventing heart disease and hypertension, inhibiting the growth of cancer cells, and inhibiting the function of liver transcriptase enzyme in the HIV. As such information, it is an alternative to bring Homnil Life to the raw material to produce a drink for increasing the quality of nutrition and the good health of consumers. Now, we will show you about experiments which have objective for study about appropriate conditions in production of a healthy drink from Homnil Life, but still have the same nutrients. Next, I will pass you over to Thankun Phuksapitak, who is going to talk about part 2 methodology.
In my part, I will explain the methodology of an experiment on Homnil Life drink preparation, which I will be focusing on three main conditions in preparation methods. Part 1. Studying the appropriate ratio between rice flour to the water to produce healthy drinks from Homnil Life. Bake Homnil rice at 80 Celsius for 2 hours. Finally, crush with a dry fruit grinder. Sift the flour through the 80 machine. Now, take a look at figure 1 which shows you about characteristics of Homnil rice flour. Then, extract the flour with clean water at 50 Celsius for 10 minutes by using the ratio between rice flour. Water equals 1 to 20, 1 to 30, and 1 to 40. After that, filter with a double layer of filter paper until getting water of Homnil rice flour. Repeat 3 experiments. Select the appropriate ratio by color measurement and viscosity measurement with book-filled micrometer. Assess sensory purity by using 30 untamed testing tester by scouring that preference right 9 points hedonic rating scale. Next part is the study of the appropriate amount of stabilizing agent for a healthy drink product from Homnil Light. Take the product with past selection of the type and quantity of sweeteners by Fenfest evaluating in part of sweetness, color, thickening, and overall inclination by using 30% of untamed as Fenfest with rating preference right 9 points hedonic rating scale to study the appropriate amount of stabilizing agent by using gelatin of 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and 0.4% by weight. Select products that appear homogeneous without class separation. Finally, the study of the appropriate ring of sterilization at a temperature of 90 Celsius. Produce drinks by using factors that are selected for sterilization at 90 Celsius for 15, 20, 25, and 30 minutes. Pack into the sterile bottle. Cover with a lid. Store in the fridge at a temperature at 4 to 6 Celsius. Check the appropriate sterilization time by chemical analysis of dissolved solids, pH, viscosity, and interferon content. Next, I will pass you over to Anupan Sapmi, who is going to talk about Part 3 findings.
Now that you have understood the method of the experiment, I'm going to show you the findings, experimental result, and criticism. 1. Findings of the appropriate ratio between rice flour to water to product healthy drinks from Homnil Light. Now, let's have a look at Table 1, which show you about the result of examining the physical quality of the flour water. From Table 1, we can see that this is due to the increase in water content, resulting in a decrease in brightness and color intensity, and it found to the flour rice to water ratio at 120 has the highest viscosity at a level that have statistically different. By the ratio at 130, it has statistically significant difference compared to the ratio at 140. Now let's have a look at Table 2. We show you about the preference score of the ratio of Homnil Light flour to water at different levels. From Table 2, we can see that accepted from testing tester found that all ratios were accepted at level did not have statistically different. The level of accepted is slightly light. Therefore, the ratio of light flour to water at 130 will be selected for study in the next step because distinguish a portion of the flour to water at 130 provide a viscosity ratio below 120. This will result in when bring it to adjust the appropriate amount of stabilizing agent. The product does not have a viscosity until it is not suitable for consumption. 2. Findings of the appropriate quantity of stabilizing agent for healthy beverage product from Homnil Light. Now, let's have a look at Table 3, which show you about the result of the appropriate gelatin selection. From Table 3, we can see that Homnil Light beverage product which use higher amount of gelatin will result in the separateness of sediment layer is less, but it will make the drink look of viscosity as the gel increase. Now, let's have a look at Figure 2. We show you about the Homnil Light beverage product which use a different amount of gelatin. From Figure 2, we can see that the product has a steady non-separation from the appearance 0.3% gelatin by weight is chosen as the ingredient in the beverage. 3. Finding of suitable range in sterilization at temperature 19 degrees Celsius. Now, let's have a look at Table 4, which show you about the chemical composition of Homnil Light drink at storage at 15 days and temperature at 4 to 6 degrees Celsius. From Table 4, we can see that the duration of sterilization at 25 minutes and storage at the temperature of 4 to 6 degrees Celsius for 15 days. The product has no change in chemical composition. Next, I will pass you over to Vimonpan Orachon, who is going to talk about path flow implication.
Part 4. I'm going to briefly discuss the analysis of findings before I talk about implication of the data. As you can see from the method of Homnil rice beverage preparation, it was found that from the extraction of Homnil flower water at 50 degrees Celsius, it was found that the appropriate amount of water to extract was 130, resulting in Homnil flower water have the viscosity equal 14.70 centipoints. It found that the adjustment of the product's stability with 0.3% gelatin. As a result, the product is homogeneous and no separation. From sterilization at 90 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes, the product has stored aged for 15 days at a temperature of 4-6 degrees Celsius without changing in chemical composition. We can apply the knowledge that gains from the experiment to use in the Thai drink industry. This makes it possible to produce a healthy drink from Homnil rice efficiently, correctly, and fast, resulting in good quality products that are tasty, clean, safe, nutritious, with health to create value for the Homnil rice in Thailand, resulting in good Thai farmers' income that lead to a good economy of Thailand. Next, I will pass you over to Waravut Thampadit, who is going to conclude about our presentation.
We are now nearing the end of our presentation. In conclusion, I'd like to briefly summarize the main points our group has covered. In the beginning, we are given you an overview of appropriate conditions for preparation of a healthy beverage from Homnil rice. After that, we have told you about methods of the experiment. We also given you findings of the experiments, and finally, we'll discuss it. Implications from findings of the experiment. We hope you will find our presentation useful. Thank you for your attention.